Hello, and thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast, the best skateboard podcast in the world. Today is Wednesday, November 16th, 2016. I am Andrew Iano, man of my ride is Grant Fierro, man of his ride is Michael Medina. 9 Club, bitches. The 9 Club, second best skateboard podcast in the world, had one of the most influential, in my opinion, shoe designers in the game, Don Brown. Mike, have you ever heard of Don Brown?
Definitely.
Is Don short for Donald or Donovan?
I have absolutely no idea. It's always just been Don Brown as long as I've remembered.
Well, Mr. Brown.
Well, he didn't.
Yeah, go ahead.
He didn't pull the whole Bill turned into William thing.
Yeah. Well, I want to call him Donovan for some reason.
What? That's probably not it now, just because you
want
to call him
that. Yeah, exactly. He's been a part of Soltech since the beginning with Pierre. And he was a part of the nightclub. He works at Soltech. He claims that he doesn't have a job title. I guess that's his way of saying he wears multiple hats in the company, meaning he does everything. I don't know if he does janitor duties, but he designs shoes, and he's a part of iAsk. Are you familiar with iAsk, Grant?
I have no idea.
You asked me. Sorry. I watched Nightclub. I remember them mentioning it, but until you remind me, I don't remember at the moment.
Yeah. Well, Mike just says he's never heard of
it. International Association of Skateboarding Companies.
See, you even knew the definition. I mean, the abbreviation for it. That's
a long school week.
That's a beautiful thing. Formed in 95, originally created by Rick Howard, Paul Schmidt, as we all know, with Schmidt Sticks, and Chris Miller. I think this is really interesting. I don't know if this is the approach that I talked to a little bit about Brink about it. Would you say it's a governing body, or would you just say it's in my opinion, I think it's just a skateboard association. I guess they all get along together. Well, first let's talk about the IAS the board of directors. Don Brown is the chairman, also senior VP of marketing at Soltech. So I guess you do have a motherfucking title after all, because it says right here. It says right here, it's the VP of Soltech. Why you gotta lie to us? I find that kind of disrespectful. Monica Campana, publisher of Transworld Skateboarding. Johnny Schillereff is, I believe, how you say his last name, the founder of Element. Yeah, Jeff Taylor, VP of marketing, DC Shoes. He also has a job title. Funny. And Steve Van Doren, VP of events and promotions. Why does it say that? Isn't he the fucking owner, or was the owner? I thought he was the founder. Oh no, his father was, right? Isn't that?
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was his dad.
Yeah, Big Papa. That's cool. I'm surprised with the governing body. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. I'm trying to veer away from that word. A skateboard association group. I'm surprised that Mr. Jim Thiebaud or Mickey Reyes isn't a part of the board, especially Jim, because he seems to like to be a part of skateboard associations. I wonder why that is. Maybe he said, nah, not punk rock enough.
What do you mean by skateboarding associations?
All right, so check this out. So iAsk, and again, that's for short, is embarking on a mission, and this is according to their website, all right? Uh-huh. I'm glad you asked this question. Is embarking on a mission to communicate the value. Okay, so this is one of the things. So their main goal is to promote skateboarding and educate people who don't skate and or are not familiar with skate culture.
Okay.
So I guess an example would be, as Chris Roberts mentioned on his podcast, is and I don't know if they're doing this because Don Brown didn't mention this, that they'd be one of the bodies to help promote and help the Olympics and skateboarding go to fruition. But one of the things I think is cool.
Gotcha.
One of the things that is cool is that with DIY skate spots, that they're embarking on a mission to communicate the value of DIY skateboarding experiences to communities out there in the world, to show them that it's not just that skateboarders shouldn't have to fear legal repercussions because they want to build these skate spots. Although I don't know how that. I mean, it depends on the city and the mayor. I don't know what the whole process of that is, but that's one of the few things that they do. I also heard that I also saw a little bit about health insurance too, for I would, because this is starting to sound like a union to me, but it's not, because skateboarders are independent contractors. You know, they're not officially employed by the company, unless it's written in their contract. They're not obligated to give them health insurance. It's a little whack, right? Especially with the whole Obamacare thing, because if you don't have health insurance, you get knocked for that in your taxes. It's kind of weak. Anywho, I thought that was interesting, and I wanted to hear your thoughts on it. What is your thoughts on an association like this, Medina?
I think that's pretty sick. I mean, as far as calling it like a governing body, I don't know about that. I think that like having it's more of like a kind of like trying to keep our best interests in mind, so to speak, which I definitely back. I really think that's cool. The list of people that are on the chair or on the board of directors or whatever seem pretty legit to me.
Yeah, that was just a handful. The rest, I mean, I also know that there was a guy representing on Nike, and then there was another one that I didn't throw on there either.
That's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
That there's a Nike guy. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. I'll ask Grant this question. I'd like to have you follow up with an association like this. What are your thoughts on this kind of being I hate to use this word because I don't know if this is appropriate using the governing body, but because I talked to a skateboarder earlier about this. What are your thoughts on a governing body representing skateboarders? Because I feel like skateboarders, maybe it's changed. Skateboarders were always anti-establishment. Do you look at it this way, Grant?
As us being anti-establishment?
Yes.
I mean, I think that's a fair point to say, like, that's something that skateboarding kind of gets across or has in the past.
And then what do you think about the Skateboard Association? Do you feel like it applies to that, or no, not so much?
I don't know, maybe a little bit, but I think what it comes down to and what's important to a lot of skateboarders is who's running what they're supporting. And with the list of names that you mentioned, they're all very familiar names, and to most skateboarders' knowledge, have done lots of good things for skateboarding. So then they'd probably back it.
Mike, your thoughts also on the Anti-Establishment Association?
I don't know if it's. I feel like growing up, there was more of like a punk rock vibe to skateboarding and all that, and like it was more anti something. I don't feel like skateboarding is necessarily anti anything anymore. I think it's anti kook. That's for goddamn sure. But other than that, I mean, not trying to be like bring up like the Brian Anderson stuff anymore, but like back when I first started skateboarding, there was being a gay skateboarder would have never been a thing. So just having that as like a precedent, so to speak, kind of shows that like we're not anti anything anymore. Maybe we're anti getting fucked with, but that also comes under like the anti kook thing that I brought up before, you know? Like if we're being respected for doing what we're doing, then we're not anti anybody.
I like that. Another thing that I ask is done is that I guess they were the ones reading their homepage or their About Us page. I'm sorry. Founded. They are the reason why there's a Go Skateboarding Day. They started that back in 2004.
Sick. See, I back that like all the way. Even though I'm like one of those people who doesn't really make a big spectacle out of Go Skate Day, I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, I agree. So let's move along further on to some of the highlights I found out in this podcast at the 9 Club. Rick Howard was on S for a very short period, like real short period.
Like a week, right?
I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, they threw out a week. I mean, I don't know if they over exaggerated that. Yeah, he was just like, yeah, sure. Because whenever it could be. I mean, I don't know. Especially this podcast more than ever, I'm starting to see that the knowledge that Roger Bagley has. And there's there's stuff that Roger Bagley knows that people don't expect him to know, and Chris Roberts doesn't even know. I think it's a great duo that they have. Good duo.
Yeah, those dudes rule.
So, I guess the shoe I guess Rick Howard designed the shoe and they gave it to S. And instead of making it by S, he was on DC, so they made the same shoe just with the DC logo. And Brown said, and I quote, that the S shoe would have been way better, even though it would have been the same shoe.
That's so sick.
The balls on this guy. You know what? Don Brown does have some fucking balls. Check this out. Adidas back in 2008, they had a Christmas party for all the employees, and they canceled it. It was supposed to be in Portland, and for some reason they canceled it. And Etnies hosted a party for the Adidas employees. What do you make of this, Medina? What do you think of that? Isn't that fucking weird?
Wait, repeat that.
Let me say it again. Adidas, the company. I don't know who the head guy was.
This is recently or back then?
2008. I never heard the story, but because it was on a recent podcast, Adidas was supposed to have a Christmas party for their employees. For one reason or another, it was supposed to be in Portland. They canceled it. I don't know. I tried looking this up. At Etnies, it was covered by the news at CNBC, I believe. They interviewed Don Brown, and the photos were actually taken by Rob Brink. And
sick.
Yeah, but the photos are I believe the term is crashed. Like it's a very old article, and the video that they had on there, it didn't play. Anyway, canceled the party. Etnies hosted a Christmas party for Adidas employees.
Wow.
Yeah. So the head guy says anybody who goes to this party is going to be terminated. And if I heard correctly from Don Brown, people actually showed up. I don't know if they got fired or not. What is your thoughts? He didn't really mention that. Yeah. What are your thoughts, Mike, on Etnies hosting?
I love it.
You
I
like
think
that?
That's so rad. Yeah, I think that. I mean, I feel like by them doing that and like feeling like they were obligated to throw a party for this group of employees or whatever, I feel like it may have been because of fucker around and the Etnies dudes. Man, I got these guys back. Like that's fucked up kind of shit.
You broke up just a tad bit. Could you repeat what the last thing that you just said?
Yeah. I feel like it may have been caused by fuckery on Adidas's part. So like Don Brown and Etnies felt the need to stand in and do something that was, right, so to speak. That's kind of what I get out of that.
You don't find anything odd about a smaller brand hosting a Christmas party for a big corporation like Adidas?
That's kind of like what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Like they felt the need to take it upon themselves to do it. So it's like something whack may have gone down over there where I don't know. That is crazy.
Don Brown admitted that this was his idea. Do you feel, Grant, that it was his way of trolling, or do you think that he was just saying, "Oh, I feel the Christmas joy, bah humbug, bitches"?
I don't know. I think he at least on the show came off as like, I just want everyone to have a good Christmas party.
Yeah, but that's how he comes off of it. Is that what you think?
That's what I'm saying.
Think that there's an alternative motive, possibly, or do you think his intentions are genuine and pure?
Yeah, no. I think it's possible that there's alternative motive because I don't know him and I haven't been around him. But if he had pure intentions, then that's cool. I mean, it's pretty cool either way that they had a party to go to. But also, we're just hearing this. Like, it's crazy that none of us have ever heard of this story at all, and it was 8 years ago. So.
Yeah,
it's interesting, but yeah, I mean, from our perspective, from all we've heard, then it sounds cool. It's tight.
Yeah, sounds real cool. You don't want to know what they're probably doing over there is those tough guy shots all night, huh, Grant?
Dude, that was trash. It was hilarious.
I'm so glad you feel this. It was bad. Like, Medina, you have not seen this episode, have you?
Mm-mm.
Have you ever heard of a tough guy shot?
Mm-mm.
Well, please allow me to explain. Tough guy shot.
Tough guy shot us?
Yes,
okay.
yes, please. You take a shot, normal shot of tequila. You
down.
Wait, wasn't it the salt first?
Yeah. I'm backing up here a little bit, but it involves just it's just a drink, a shot of tequila. There's nothing average about it, nothing outlandish about it. So let me start from step one. You take some salt from your hand and you sniff it. You sniff the salt. Then you take the shot of the tequila, and then you take a lime and you spray it in your eyes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh, geez,
I just don't see like what is appealing about that at all.
Yeah, what is the? I don't
Why
understand
do you
the point.
want lime in your eyes.
So Don
Your
Brown,
nose.
yeah, Chris says, "Hey, if we happen to have these items, would you be down to do it?" Don Brown says, "Yeah, absolutely. Yeah." Kelly Hart busts out the fucking tequila, the lime, and the fucking salt, sea salt. Boy, Roger Bagley says, "Hey, I'll do it with you." He only squirts it on one eye because he says that his filmer eye, he kept his filmer eye alone. But it was burning. It was burning him, and his nose was fucked up. Oddly, this is weird, and I don't know how true. Well, I do know how true this is. Check it out. Don Brown says everybody at Soltech does this shot. Every fucking buddy. So I asked a former employee, Rob Brink, if he's done this shot. And he says,
Oh, thank you.
Exactly what I thought of when I was listening to it.
Same. I really want to know.
Well, yeah, let me tell you what he says. He says, and I quote,
Yeah.
"I never did one, and because it seemed like a frat boy shit to me at the office."
I love it. I love that dude, man.
So Brink never did one, and Kelly Hart also works at Soltech, and he said on the show he'd never do it either. So apparently not everybody does.
Probably the best thing. That's the best response he could have got out of that.
Oh man, that was a good one. Brink cracks me up, man.
So funny. That's incredible.
That's a funny human.
That is so funny.
Moving right along to the next topic. Yeah, go ahead. You got something? What you want to say?
I just thought it was funny on the nightclub after when Roger's having such a hard time, like with all that salt in his nose.
It was like at
he
that
was having
point
such a hard time, and Chris was getting mad at him, like jokingly. It was so funny.
It's at that point where I start looking. I'm like, damn, you had a good episode, and then it just got into weirdness.
When I was watching it, I was thinking about you because I feel like me and you. I mean, we enjoy a lot of similar things, but there's parts of videos and other podcasts that you just think are dumb that I think are funny. And I was just right there.
Like, that was just I felt like it was an awkward presentation.
I mean, I think that's fair to say because it was like it went on for a little while.
Yeah, you're sniffing salt now. Like you had a good podcast. You're talking about like
sniffing salt.
It was going good. They were talking about Costin shoe and the Muska shoe was even brought out. It was just
of course it was.
Yeah. But moving right along, Nick Tucker Push Project. Medina, your thoughts on this?
I thought it was really sick when he said that his video parts to him are like a timeline because he remembers the trick and he remembers that day. I thought that was really fucking cool because I'm the exact same way.
Yep.
I also thought that fakie flip over the bench was fucked up.
Did they show it? Did they actually show that?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
They showed straight through slow-mo.
That was fucked up, dude.
They showed a good amount of tricks over there over the benches, and that was a little surprising because all of them were not that they were groundbreaking tricks. The way that he did it was
the
perfect
switch
performance.
flip was so.
Bro, the fakie flip is fucked up. You don't see people pop that over shit.
No. Fakie flip's definitely gnarlier. Fakie flip and overshot so hard, but the way he did that switch flip, a little backside shifty.
The switch heel was the best one. The switch heel.
That's cool that we had three different.
The way that it sucks into his feet. Hey, he is known for the switch heel. I've been seeing. He's from SD. I see him when he was a little fucking short kid doing switch heels at Montgomery 6 block, and that switch heel is legendary in the streets of SD. 619, baby. See him doing over there at Lona? Fuck yeah, boy. Get it.
Yeah, no, the fakie flip though, the way he like sucked his knees up to get it right over that bench.
Speaking of Mafia, he brought Laurel with him. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
He was at Barcelona with Brandon Biebel and Laurel. Brandon Biebel brought Braden, and he brought Laurel. That's dope.
That's
Laurel's
so sick,
ender. Laurel's ender in the Mafia video is over one of those benches.
Yeah.
Laurel shoved it that bitch, no problem.
No, well, wasn't it switch shove?
That's another.
Yeah, I was gonna say a switch shove, right?
I think it's switch shove. Believe so.
That's what's up. One of my favorites.
It was. Speaking of Mafia, it was nice to see they brought up his first trip with the Mafia guys. The first time that was his first trip ever to Barcelona. So sick. I like to see.
I think he
like
said
that.
it was. I think he said it was Skate Mafia's first trip.
Yeah,
if I'm not
that's what
mistaken.
I'm
I'm pretty sure that's what he said, man.
It could be. That's cool. That's even cooler.
I think he said it was our first trip.
Probably.
Hey, you guys see our dude Corey?
Yeah. I mean, I always see Corey over there with Nick. He's always with him. Yeah, that's his boy.
Shout out Corey White. Shout out Corey White.
Yeah, Corey White over there at the barracks.
Love that guy.
Another push part is Leo Romero.
Wait.
What?
Are we gonna? You guys saw what he tried on the stage. We're just gonna skip that.
Switch frontside flip or the frontside flip.
Switch frontside flip, manual, big flip out.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's what he tried because he backside flipped out in primitive, and this one you could see he tried to scoop it and like.
Yeah, you could tell he tried a big spin flip for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying to skip that because I'm not trying to remember that, and you just reminded me. You know, I should really. If it wasn't I wish I almost didn't have to cover this topic because I want to have the same approach I did last year is not watch anything until the last push part comes out where they do a recap and then they show the part.
Yeah, I agree. Well, how many is it? It's 5 episodes?
I hope so. If it's any longer, I'm going to be a little upset.
Are we through everyone? Like first episode wise?
No, Tommy Finn.
Yeah, yeah,
for sure.
Tommy
and
Finn.
One more because there's 8 people, so there'd be 2.
So who's left? Tommy Finn and who?
I'll look it up.
Yeah, who are you forgetting? Because Leo Romero came out. He's rehabbing with Dr. Dave Sales on his injury from skating a ramp. This is a funny story. Have you heard the story? No, you guys heard the story. How he hurt his fibula?
Yeah.
Yeah, he snaked Mike Sinclair and he ended up fracturing his fibula. And Leo kept saying, I'm fucked. Dan Lou slides down the ramp. He says, dude, you're not fucked. He looks at his foot and he says, dude, I'm pretty fucked. Sure fucking enough. His fibula is fucked up. But according to Dr. Dave, I'm no doctor, so I'm speaking for Dave. Dave said that if it was another bone, it'd be more fucked up. Because of his fibula, he says that he'll be able to come back sooner rather than later. And then they also showed him playing guitar and blowing to a harmonica. What's the name of his band again? It's Trav. It's like Treasure something like that. Yeah, I believe so. Treasure. Let me see how you say it. I think it's like Treasure. Treasure.
Trev Sura.
Treasure.
Oh, just to get back, I was wrong because I realized there's only been 1 this week. So Tommy Finn will be the last. He's the last one for the first episode.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, I could not for the life of me, I could not think of another person.
Yeah, I was mistaken.
Cool.
I forgot it's only Wednesday, and they do them usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Bald-headed Leo is a weird Leo to look at.
Dude, it's different for sure.
He kind of looks like Boss Man when he was shaving his head that short.
That's sick.
Yeah, it is cool. I think it's those glasses. There's a photo of Boss Man with skin shaved head, like maybe like Little Sprouts, and he has these Steve Jobs glasses. I think that's where I referenced it from. It's awesome to see. I know, Mike, how you felt. You were looking forward to Leo Romero's push part just as much as me. And is that because probably because he doesn't share that much of his personal persona? I feel. Is that how you feel also?
Yeah, and he's just one of the gnarliest dudes of all time. So it's like anytime we get to see video footage of him skating, we're fucking lucky.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that dude has been through some shit. Like for real.
Yeah, you know who I feel like the way that you just described Leo Romero is the same way you could describe Antwuan Dixon. The same fucking way. And he made it in this week's news also. He's out of jail again and he's skating. I mean, what are we making of this, Grant? I mean, what's going on? Should we be excited? Should we not get our hopes up? Is it like, I mean, we've walked down this road several times.
Yeah, so hopefully this time he's able to stand.
Yeah, but how do you feel? Yeah, we all hope that. We all hope that. But how do you feel about it? How do you feel when someone says, hey, Grant, Antwuan Dixon's out skating again?
I don't necessarily get super hyped. because I feel like my brain naturally goes to like, well, how long will it last? You know what I mean? Like how long until something else comes up, he's not able to skate.
Mhm.
So I don't know, but I mean, it's always good to see someone's back on their board, whether it's from an injury or from jail time. So
Do you think he will come out with a video part again in his lifetime? A legit video part. Something that's over 2 minutes long.
I'll go yes.
Mike, your thoughts?
I'm hyped. That's the fuck. I love that dude. So I mean, anytime we get to see anything from him, it's the shit. But as far as like him getting out and like what's gonna happen, are we gonna see a video part? All this shit. It's kind of just up. It's kind of like Grant said. It's like we've seen this before. Is it gonna happen again? Obviously, we hope it doesn't. But then it's like this sponsor. What is it? Raw Dog or what dog? What is it like called exactly?
Raw Dog.
Raw Dog, yeah. Okay, so I feel like Raw Dog is genuinely fucking backing him. Like, not that Death Wish didn't, because obviously they did that board and like got him commissary money and all that shit. But like this company seems like they're definitely riding with Twan no matter what he does. So that automatically helps because he does have a pro board for them. I know that they are getting into more shops for sure. I've been seeing them like on Instagram or whatever. And like I don't know. I mean, I think it's sick. Weren't they like saying that they were working on a video project prior to him going in anyway?
I could swear. I don't know. I don't.
That's what I thought too. I don't want to say yes and be totally wrong. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that they said that they were working on some kind of project with him. So I mean, I mean, yeah, dude. Twan's definitely gonna put out another part, man. Like, come on. Hopefully sooner than later, but with this kind of shit, it's like you never know. You might go the Jim Greco route and have like 5 years of footage for one part.
He could have been up there on a Nigel level, and if not, a Shane O'Neill level. He could have been one of the best.
I don't think either of those dudes are comparable to like Antwuan and what he was doing back then. Because Shane is full on robot.
You think no?
Full on robot. I'm
saying on an exposure level, on an endorsements level, with his style.
Oh, I don't know about endorsements. Exposure, definitely. Endorsements, he just face tats and shit. That's not a good look for some corporate shit, you know? I don't know.
I'm not saying
that he wouldn't.
Who's someone that closely resembles Antwuan Dixon? Would you say Dylan Rieder in some respects? The I don't give a fuck mentality?
That mentality for sure, but two completely different like demographics, so to speak, you know? Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's tough.
That's a tough one. I'd compare him, honestly, most to Terry Kennedy. Because, I mean, Terry came up with, like, the whole ghetto vibe and shit, and then he ended up getting, like, the Reebok ice cream money, and then he went to Supra. What is he, like, getting hooked up by Adidas now?
Yeah, but he's not on.
Yeah.
Right.
If that's still, because I know he's getting shoes from, like, a couple brands for a second.
I don't know. It's cool to have, like, a hood-ass dude like him getting corporate love.
Well, let us hope. Let us hope.
You saw that they filmed Weekend Buzz with him yesterday, him and D?
I'm super
I can't wait for that episode. I hope they ask the question. Please ask the question. What happened with Baker?
Yep.
With Baker? Yeah, I know. That's
what
the first
happened?
thing I thought.
That's the only question that people want to know about. And talk about if you ever sued Supra.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good one.
Love to know both of those. I don't know. I think it's.
I've been trying so hard to work on it, but please, Mike, I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine. Kind of a strange duo, don't you think?
Yes, absolutely.
Other than the fact that they're on Baker, I don't see any similarities whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. What was the person that? What was the other guy?
D. Ostrander.
D.
Oh, Baker's just Baker all around. The fact that Jim Greco and Dustin Dolan were on the same team as TK and Antwuan it's weird.
It works so perfectly too. That's the craziest part.
How diverse it is.
It's like a beautiful mess.
Yep. Totally.
Let's go ahead and go back into the Dylan Rieder topic. As you guys know, he got the cover of the Skateboard Mag.
So sick.
And Mark Oblow, which I didn't know. I don't know if any of you guys knew, was the guy who designed and made that cover.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw something about that.
And
Well, I ended up watching the video that you're
yeah. Well,
talking about.
there was the video of him actually making it. It was a picture of TK, used an X-Acto knife, cuts it out. He uses some Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese writing, pastes it on there, uses some paint with a roller. Real weird. Yeah, the stamps.
I really liked it. The way it turned out.
Yeah, the way it turned out.
Looks so cool. And I always like seeing the process of stuff like that as well.
It makes me appreciate it 20 times more, tenfold.
I agree.
1,000% more, because I thought, I mean, yeah, anyone could do it on Photoshop. Not knocking anyone that does Photoshop art, because that still takes some creative thinking and creative taste to create something like that. But with the hand, that's why I wonder what he's gonna do with that piece. I wonder if he has that frame somewhere of the original artwork. I hope so. That's really rad. I hope I see that somewhere in some type of skateboard museum. I would love to see a skateboard.
I would totally just give it to like the Rieder'S family.
Yeah, would you?
That's what I would do for sure. I think
I thought I was just hyped it was Mark because just like he was close to Dylan like nearly his whole life, you know. Since Dylan was super young.
Yeah, for sure. Quicksilver.
Like that whole story, the whole story that you hear in the Epically Later. So sick.
Well, let's talk about this piece, because he gave out a lot of information. And this is him really talking about his final moments. And that is, the room is covered in skate photos. His hospital room.
Yeah.
Friends, family, pro skateboarders, models were alternating from leaving his room to visit him from room to the lobby, and they were sleeping on the floor. On the floor. Like no pillows, no nothing, just on the floor. Supermodels. This is what Mark Oblow
surprised me.
It's a beautiful thing, and this really meant a lot to me, because this is cool. His 7th grade girlfriend Jade, the love of his life, came to visit him and paid her respects before he died. And that was everybody. That wasn't just her. Everyone was able to give their respects and thanks while he was alive. There was no one that was like, oh, last minute, I didn't get to say thank you. According to Mark, everybody said their thanks, and everyone was around to see his last moments and breath. And Mark was the person who closed Dylan Rieder'S eyes when he passed and kissed him and wished him well and says, I'll see you again in the next life. I think that's a very impactful moment. Isn't that in my opinion? I thought that'd be not necessarily a right, but something more appropriate for a family member like a father or mother to do for him. I know in a lot of respects, Mark saw Dylan as a son, but that goes to show like how strong the relationship was. Beautiful thing. I appreciate him sharing that. And he says Dylan wasn't a rich man. He says that he was featured in some Vogue magazines and stuff like that. But the story where Mark tells, where the Vogue photographer tells Dylan Rieder'S to jump because he's a skateboarder, you're a skater, jump. He says, fuck no, I'm not going to jump. He says he didn't do it. The anti-martyr.
It's the best.
It's fucking dope.
Much
love.
And he mentioned how Dylan said no to other modeling opportunities after that.
Yeah, I believe one that would give him
after the DKNY shoot.
Right. Yeah, a couple. I don't know if it was hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it was some chunk of money, and he said no.
He said nope, I ain't doing it. It makes me really curious about the analog stuff that he did. I like I didn't know the pieces that he was wearing. But with fashion, your taste is always changing. You're always into new shit. But just a thought. Just a thought. I appreciate that whole story of Mark sharing that. That was wild.
I agree.
Let's move along into one that I know that Grant's excited to talk about, and that is we'll talk about his documentary first, Mr. Dennis Busenitz. Pushing himself into the SOTY category.
SOTY.
Go ahead, Grant. The floor is yours with Dennis Busenitz. Let's talk about the documentary first, please.
The documentary? Okay. Personally, like, I'm someone, like, when we talk about push and the process of things, like, I love seeing documentaries and, like, just background information on people, just because I think it gives you a better understanding and appreciate, and it lets you appreciate their work more. So I love that, and it was like 15 minutes, just super fun and quick to just watch through. There's a lot I didn't know, and I like one of my favorite things was like all the different point of views. Like they had Felper, P-Rod, a bunch of people on there talking about like what they've seen in Dennis throughout the years and in his skating and as a person, and I was psyched on it. I really enjoyed it.
Mike, what did you think? You saw this piece too, right, Michael?
Hell yeah.
What did you think about the opening of the documentary where Dennis is talking German to the guy that used to hose him down?
So crazy. I thought that was so sick. One of my favorite things of the whole thing. I was talking about that with my homies afterwards.
Yeah,
that was sick.
I like hearing, and he speaks such good fucking English. His German, yeah. I'm like, whoa, what the hell is going on over here? Damn. I was backing up like, damn, Benny Hitler, back the fuck up, boy.
That's too funny.
I had a screenshot and share this with Nick. They showed a baby Nick, Dompierre, and Dennis. They're scorpion themselves pretty much, doing the fucking stretches.
On a Volcom trip, right?
I don't. Probably it could have been.
Or was it on a reel?
Yeah, I don't know what it was on, man.
Oh yeah, holy shit! I forgot Nick was on reel.
Yep, sure was.
Yeah, so they're
before he ate a bunch of drugs or something, right?
I guess it's a good opportunity for me to share. There will be tomorrow. Nick Dompierre and I did an interview when I was staying over there at Steve, and that'll be live tomorrow on my YouTube channel. So look out for that.
Hey, it's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be a good time.
It's
a good interview. It's been a couple weeks coming, so I know he'll be excited by that. I haven't told him yet. Good times. Adidas and Thrasher, they made this documentary celebrating the 10-year anniversary. 10-year anniversary of his shoe. Sick. It's been 10 years.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like it.
Fuck no, it does not. Fuck no. You were saying, Grant?
It's 10 years of him. It's 10 years of him being on the team, correct?
No, it's 10 years of his shoe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I believe it's a shoe.
Mm-hmm.
When was he been on the team?
Yeah, he was around since like the beginning when Adidas first did their skate program.
And that's what they were saying. They were giving so much praise, saying that.
Oh yeah.
He's the reason why Adidas is doing well. One of the many reasons. One of the many reasons.
I mean, dude.
I don't know. Dennis was put on in 2006, 10 years ago. So it's 10 years of Dennis on Adidas.
Okay.
Oh, but I thought it was. They were like making it a big deal about his shoe, though.
No, I could have sworn I read that on their
website. Yeah, me too.
I believe you. I believe you. That's what I was gonna say. It doesn't seem like his shoe's been out for 10 years. Not quite yet.
His shoe does really well at Fargo.
His shoe does very well everywhere, baby.
Yeah, good point.
It says right here on Thrasher's on the right. Okay, so this is where it probably fucked up. I took it says on Ride Channel, his signature Adidas shoe is celebrating its 10-year anniversary.
That's what okay, so it is, right?
It's a 10-year anniversary of Dennis being on Adidas, and they made a shoe for that anniversary.
Oh, got you. Sorry. Okay, I read it wrong too.
Yeah, it's like a navy blue and gold Busenitz Volk. It says like 06 on the left heel, and then on the right heel it says 16.
That's raw as fuck.
Okay.
I hope we get those.
Thank you for the mix-up there, Grant Fierro.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
I gotta follow up again with what Grant said earlier. It was cool, like people that you would not expect to see, like Eric Ellington, talk about him, the GOAT, Paul Rodriguez. It's just fucking.
I knew you'd slip something in there.
You knew a little subtle jab was coming in, but even a rare video sighting of Jim Thiebaud, and he hates doing this shit.
He loves Dennis though.
Oh yeah, you knew how to bite the bullet. Probably haven't bite the bullet. I mean, he probably demanded the thing. Yo, I need to talk on here. You know what I'm saying?
He loves Dennis.
Yeah. He was in a shots push too.
Oh yeah, good point. He loves the shots.
You know what? I see some Dennis Busenitz. And two skateboarders every time I see him, because they were saying that. Oh, I see some Ricky Iola. I see some fucking Daywan. I see some Dennis and Wes Kramer, and I see some Dennis and Billy Jackson. Do you guys agree or disagree?
That's a gnarly comparison.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I see where you're coming from.
And not just because they're both white. I see very similar attributes. I can't help it. You know what's I'll never forget when the best Battle of the Barracks games were. Mike, finish my sentence. Finish my sentence, Mike.
It's Dennis versus. Why do I want to say Heath Kirchart so bad? It's Dennis. Oh my God! I know exactly which one you're talking about. It's Dennis versus
Chris Cole.
Yes,
one of the best game of skates ever. One of the best fucking game of skates ever.
Yep, that is a really good one.
The fucking 360 kick,
is
the
that
helicopter
flip? Dogs running around.
I don't know. But the helicopter flip, the kick flip back 3. Oh fuck! I was like, he ain't got it. He ain't got it. He did it. Oh fuck you, Cole! You go down.
It's funny because this documentary just came out like a few days before. I just happened to be watching his away days part, and dude, it's so gnarly. And like, I think it's the opening line or one of the first lines in his part, just back 3 flip in the middle of a line. Going so fast. Like, that's incredible. To have that trick that good on flat is so gnarly.
Those of you who don't follow me on Snapchat, my good friend Mike Peck, he used those. He used the one that shows the tachometer to show you how fast you're going. I don't know. Yeah, that sounds right.
Busenitz mile an hour.
Yeah, he erased and put Busenitz mile per hour. When I was skating, obviously I wasn't going that fast, but. Just a testament to show he's very known for his speed. Now let's talk about his part, the live wire part.
Yeah, thank you.
Is this going to win him SOTY, Mike?
No.
Why not?
I loved it, but dude, go ahead and give it to Evan.
Okay, my Grant, you think this will win him the part possibly?
Well, I mean, the combination of this and away days will probably end up. I think the way it's like every year.
Why not just this part? Why not just this part being the single factor? Is it because there's other skateboarders in there too? Do you think?
Yeah, away days is I think there's a good amount of Dennis in that. It's a good amount of footage, but away days is a lot of footage. So that plus this is a lot of footage in general. And I think I love that this live wire part was all filmed in SF.
Yeah, I like that.
And
too.
I also think that the away days part with the traveling and I would assume he spent more time on it. That I think that part in some aspects is like gnarlier, and they're both very enjoyable to watch. So I think every year it's like there's a handful of dudes that deserve SOTY, and then one of them gets it. And I think kind of based off the way Thresher has chosen certain people in the past couple years, I think Dennis. I'd probably put my money on Dennis, but also K-Walks and Evan and
K-Walks.
others are very deserving.
We're still waiting for that K-Walks part too, man.
Yep. Based off just his live wire part, I actually wouldn't give it to Dennis Busenitz to win SOTY. I'd give it to Mark Johnson. That's right. Yeah. I said, get Mark Johnson from Dennis's part. That's what I said. Mark Johnson went fucking ham on this shit.
Kickflip front blunt to fakie on that bump to ledge thing.
And then he did kickflip in and he did it with a flip out.
His blunt slides, there's the best.
And then, but dude, Dennis's kickflip hurricane on that. Woo.
Good point. Good point.
I love all the guest clips in there. Zion's kickflip, freaking down that hill.
Zion murdered that.
Peter's frontside flip. Oh my, too good.
You always gotta love the deluxe stuff when they show other people on it.
Wait, didn't Frank have a clip in there too?
Back
Frank!
Dude, the back three!
The back three, baby!
Everyone was hyped on Frank's back three.
Yep.
That was like a perfect back 3 too.
It was.
So good.
That's so sick.
Cool. That's probably my favorite thing from the whole part.
Dude, that opened my eyes too. I said, that's not Frank. I was like, oh, there goes the schnoz. It's Frank.
I think that Dennis is the best hippie jumper. After watching Away Days and then this, dude, he has some crazy
What
hippie jumps.
What about Richie Jackson?
Yeah, I mean, he's also up there.
He's fucked up. He does fucked up hippie jumps, dude.
But the one in Away Days that they talk about.
Yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, the one that they talk about in that documentary, and then the clip is in Away Days where it's that bank with the pole, and he somehow gets his board to go around that. It's so gnarly.
Yeah, that's
and the one in the
crazy.
Spitfire part where quick feet, all he's on immediately if he jumps that rail is so sick.
Yeah, that one I definitely know what you're talking about.
And that super tall one at the DMV.
We're gonna need more
After
energy.
that,
We're gonna need to save some more energy for the next topic.
Jerry
Sue's B-sides.
Oh, fucking
oh
A,
my
man.
gosh.
Medina,
Woo!
please,
Jerry.
please share your thoughts.
Dude, if Jerry, like, oh, man. Jerry is just so fucking enjoyable to watch. Like, dude, his battles for his tricks and then the way that they look when he makes them is just unfucking real. I love it, dude. He was my favorite Stay Gold B-side, and now he's definitely my favorite Made 2 B-side for sure.
What about the Made 2 part? Is he your favorite?
Fuck yeah. In the video, no, my favorite part was Figgy, probably.
Okay.
I've watched it a few times, and I'm going to have to go with probably Figgy as my favorite part.
You would go Figgy B-sides over Jerry Sue?
No,
Or, I'm sorry,
no.
you're saying vice versa.
Yeah. As far as B-sides go, like the whole idea of what a B-side is and what it's like showing, you know, his is just like the perfect representation of that.
And could you explain what you think that is? What a B-side represents?
Like, first of all, Jerry skates really fucking unique spots. Like, almost every single one of them does not look easy to skate. You know what I mean? At all. So the fact that he's doing, like, I don't know, like what was the one that was like back when 80s Switch Mania or whatever? What was it? What was it? Like, it was on a picnic table and he just fucking gets smoked first try.
Nollie back on 80 fake Emmanuel.
Yeah, that. What the fuck? That's so hard.
He just slams his tailbone into the ground.
Yeah, and then what was the other one? The fakey nose grind, fakey flip out or whatever?
The only one that stuck out.
Lockwood. Dude, the front nose Nollie back heel.
That's unreal, man.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know, just seeing what
was up with him skating away after that? He just like he looked back.
He said later, I'm dipping.
Yeah, he was out.
Meet you guys at the bar. He said, "Get the cameras. I'll just see you there."
It was cool seeing him and Spanky skate together too, and like get stoked off of each other.
That back to back was dope off that freeway ramp.
Yeah, that
is
insane.
With the
switch
cop
and then switch front crook.
Yeah, the cop didn't give a shit.
The cop rolls up, he honks at him, and then Jerry stares at him, walks kind of like to the side, and drives away, and he smiles.
He didn't give a shit. Yeah, that was rad. I
love the probably what stood out to me was definitely the front nose nollie back heel pop over on that round ledge. That for sure. I love that battle. The and the switch front board. I thought that was so rad that he didn't like. You could clearly tell he has control when he hits the grass, but he doesn't want to take it until he rolls it until he's still standing on his board in the grass. I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome. He did like
that's
three
my
of them.
favorite part about B-sides. Yeah, he did a lot. My favorite part about B-sides is just seeing the process and like I love seeing dudes that like when guys don't give up until they get it the way they want it. Like he did that front nose nollie back heel a few times. He did the switch front board a few times. And just like Spanky, when we talked about Spanky, that back tail backside flip on that bank in his B-sides did that a bunch of times. When they get it until they have it just the way they want it, that's so enjoyable. And you could just see like you can like we all know the feeling. Like you see that pay off. That's so sick.
My favorite part about B-sides, my favorite part about the B-sides is when you see pro skateboarders interacting with the rest of the guys on the team.
I love that too. Like
Reynolds getting in the shot with his board when Jerry's going by, and he smiles like "fuck," and then Jerry rolls up next to him and just gives him some dap like "hell yeah, thanks, bitch." I love seeing shit like that. It shows more of a. I don't know if it's humanism or relations in the parts, but I like to see their interactions, especially the funnier shit. That's always the best stuff that you never see in video parts because you don't want to see it. You just want to see the parts of the skateboarding. You just want to see the tricks in the song and keep the flow going of the presentation. Let's move on to our next topic. Who watched Tampa Am? I didn't. I saw the winning run though.
I actually watched a good portion of it.
Grant.
Yeah, I watched a lot.
Okay. So let me ask Medina because it sounds like you're more thorough, Grant. Not saying that Grant's a lacquer, or slacker, I should say. Did you see Alexis Ramirez line, Mike?
Yeah, you know what? One of our viewers, Daniel, he was there and he was sending me Snapchats of Alexis's shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
same here.
so sick. The front crook.
Yep.
Oh my god, so nasty.
Uh,
What did he place? What did he end up placing?
I was gonna ask
Alexis
you that.
didn't make it.
Okay, so he didn't make
He
the
didn't
final.
make it through. He
Gotcha.
didn't make it to. Yeah, he just skated. He only was in one heat, and then that was it.
That
Okay.
blows. He kills
You
it.
could
Dude.
tell he looked a little nervous.
Possibly.
I mean, they say that environment is like gnarly as fuck.
I mean, it's so hectic, but
Mhm.
it was like what stood out to me was he tried a couple switch front crooks on the smaller bank to rail, and it just you could tell like he has a trick so good, and I think one of them he like maybe even missed the lock in, and he got some sick stuff for sure in his heat, and I mean obviously I was sitting there like come on.
What was your favorite thing that you
Well,
saw? The whole entire like out of everyone.
Of the whole weekend?
Yeah, what was your favorite thing?
Probably Zach Saraceno's barley grind and the whole bump
Fucking
across,
crazy.
straight down.
Fucking crazy. What about
His run.
your boy, dude, Frankie Villani?
Oh yeah, no pound 80 fake 50 fake.
Who does that?
You could do
That
that on a
trick
curb. You could do
is
that on a
fucked.
curb and it would be insane.
That trick is
Take this
fucked.
down the elbow.
That trick is totally fucked, and he did it with style too. It wasn't no sketchy bullshit. It was awesome.
Dude, the crazy thing was in his runs, he was doing no pound 80, switch 50, switch back 180s out. Just like nothing, just chilling.
Dude, Frankie is underrated as
I'm like,
hell, dude.
Dude, you gotta be kidding me.
That trick is fucked up to think about how hard
So
that is
fun
to
to
pop
watch.
pop your
Frankie's
foot
the
off, pop your front foot off, get it back on the hubba, and then also use it to flick. Like that's fucking crazy, man.
I would agree. He was killing
Also,
it.
I know that I'm like kind of biased because I love Zion shit so much, but dude, I wanted Zion. I still feel like Zion deserved to win, man. I'm sorry. I think you could have.
What do you mean?
He should have won first place.
You think?
Yes, I do. That one
I
line.
know. I
He has
disagree.
one line that is so fucked up, dude. Where like he tray flips at the end of it. He tray flips into like the quarter to quarter bump, like just fucking blasts off into that thing. Are you kidding me, man?
Yeah, but I think this is what I think. I think if Zion put down a full run with no step offs, that he probably would have.
Whatever.
Okay.
Shane did it. Shane won pro.
Shane did what?
Stepped off his board and fell off his board and still won.
Did his winning run at Tampa Pro?
Dude, you don't remember that he fell off his board like 3 times on Tampa Pro?
No, not in his winning run.
Whatever.
What's
Zion.
up? What's up with Jamie? Did he not compete?
He got the semis, and then was pretty close to making the cut to finals, but didn't put down.
who's
He fell a
Jamie?
couple times.
Jamie Foy.
Oh, Jamie, big boy Foy, fucking murderer, dude.
Big boy Foy.
Dude, you saw him sit on that front crook across the whole.
How does he
Bank the rail
do
down.
that?
Can't quite
How does
figure
this
it out
big
yet.
ass fucking sit in that front crook like that? That's crazy.
The Street League posted the video of it, and I saw Brink comment. He said, "Pinch God, get that boy some Qdoba."
That's sick. I still think it's funny as fuck that he won
One
Pizza Hut
of
for
my
a year.
favorite things was like right before Alex Midler and Zion, because like obviously they're super good homies. They skate together all the time. Was like they would get so fired up right before each other's run and give each other these super long, funny handshakes. You could just see they were so high.
Did you notice that?
And then just freaking go down the thing, front people. So sick.
Notice that all top 3 are on Nike.
Mm-hmm. I did.
So
Top
who are
four,
the
actually.
who are the top? Who are the top 4?
Who was this top 4?
Deshaun won. Midler got second. Zion got third, and then let me
I have
see.
no
The
idea
fourth
who
kid,
got
he's from Japan. He had a next new wave part. He's on blind where he back grinded that like 20 something, or no, he front 5-0'd it like a 20 rail. I don't remember what his
Oh,
name
the
is.
Yuri kid?
Oh,
Yuri?
Yeah, there we go.
I
next
fucking
new
love
wave.
Yuri. He's so good. He's so fucked up. Hard flip into any grind. He's so fucked. He looks
Wait.
Wait.
Are you thinking of Yuri Facchini?
Wait, what Yuri
it's
are you
not-
saying?
Maybe his name's not Yuri. That guy, he's not Asian. I'm talking about someone I think he's from Japan.
You're right. He's not Asian. What the fuck?
It's
Yeah,
not
he's
Yuri.
Italian or some shit.
You pissed me off right now.
Yeah. Let me. Oh,
God-
you get the
God
result.
damn it, Grant.
I only know about the top 3, man. I don't know about number 4. That means they didn't make it.
Well, when Deshaun, when I found out Deshaun, when I found,
Tampa's at.
when I found Deshaun won, I sent him a text and I said, "I hope you get some bomb ass head tonight." He didn't reply.
He didn't. Okay, that's what Yuto. So stupid, Drew. Yuto
stupid.
Yuto Horigami. He's from Tokyo, Japan.
Fire.
Nike as well. Jagger got pissed.
Was he on Nike too? No, he's DC.
Let's finish up the rest. Let's finish up the rest of these topics here. Lance Mountain went streets game with Tom K and Arto Saria for the off the grid on the barracks. That's what I'm fucking talking about. I just want some more Arto Saria footy.
Dude, I feel you. I'd rather see Arto footy than like 90% of these new dudes.
I think he's too old, man. I think we just gotta let it go.
He's just not too old. He's just broke the fuck off, dude. That's what happens.
Think so? You think
he's
that broke?
Shit.
Yeah, probably, man.
He's broke off, man. He's a big ass dude too. Arto's not like a little guy, so I mean,
It was his birthday like this past week, right?
How old is he now?
Brink posted his.
How old is he? Yeah, he said it.
I
thought it was crazy that Brink said Minefield was his favorite Arto part.
I agree. I
did not
fucking
expect
agree.
that. Didn't expect him to say that.
I think I could have sworn I asked that question too. I think I asked that question too. Because there's so many good Arto parts, but out of all of them, what would you say your favorite Arto part is, Mike?
No matter what, it's Manic Madi.
Damn, it's a good one.
Part,
can't top it.
For me,
can't top
that
it.
part, it's so iconic for me. Like my skateboarding world at that time was so small. Like, you know what I mean? The world of skateboarding was so small to me. What was it, 2000? Manic Madi? I believe 2000, 2002, maybe one of those two. But like, dude, like that video was so important. And like, I believe he had the opener, right?
Did he? I don't know who the opener was. I don't know.
I want to say it's Arto. I want to say Arto's the opener.
I think the ender was Costin. So you might be right.
Costin's the ender for sure. But fucking dude, yeah, honestly, like that Manic Madi part will always mean a lot to me, no matter what. Especially like the fucking slow-mo section.
Yeah.
Crooked grind around the C-frame thing or the C-ledge. Ooh.
Man, the flip video was so good. I would jump back and forth between Appleyard and Arto. It's so hard to like. And then not to mention Raleigh. No, all good picks. Man. All good picks. You can't fuck with it.
I agree. Totally.
You're not wrong for thinking one or the other. But Manic Madi, I mean, just the slow mo at the end where there's no music, you have a good case, man. You really do.
But like I said, like Brink choosing Minefield, like I understand why. Minefield part's fucking amazing.
One
of the first things I think of when I think of Arto is that the back lip to that kinker in Minefield.
That's uncommon as fuck still.
I think about the fakie flip on Macba. Fucked up.
That's big, man.
Time, takes a cigarette, puts it in your mouth, fakie flip.
Yep.
You're like, damn! Shut the fuck up.
That's and then 1984, right? Yeah.
Sure was.
1984. Banger.
Yes, sir. Next, let's finish with the rest of these real quick. Tom K, not to mention him. He did
cruising.
Yeah, he came out the new footage for New Balance. It was pretty short. It's like on the I don't know if it was shorter. Him or Abe's released footage for Villager. You see that?
They only did it for Instagram though, right?
Yeah, and it was
that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you want to call that a part. It was like 3 or 4 tricks.
I'd call it like a teaser.
It's not a part. It's not at all a video part.
I think that's sick how they introduced him via Instagram video like that. That's kind of like new
edge.
That's
what they've been doing for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I suppose you're right.
Yeah, Villager says this.
I guess maybe because it's because Abe kind of like stood out in that group of people that are doing it.
I see what you're saying.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's the one that's totally out of left field. What? I guess sure. You want to give us some footy?
You like coconut water? All right, join the fucking squad. Yeah.
He does not. He doesn't look like someone that drinks coconut water. Let's just say that right here, right now.
Dude,
no, but did you guys see what his caption when he posted it though?
What did he say?
Said, I've never been down for energy drinks and skateboarding. The products they're selling are trash. I'm stoked to be a part of something that I actually drink and is good for me. I've been drinking coconut water for years because it works.
That's wild.
There you go, dude.
Never figured that. I drink coconut water. I can't wait. I'm gonna bother you,
Shit's
Mikey.
fire.
I want some fucking water. It's pissing me off. I go to Whole Foods and I go to Sprouts. There ain't no fucking Villager goods. This Villager crap over here. I want some goods. Next up, Louis Lopez. He recreated a photo that Guy Marino did
Love
back
that.
180 Ollie. It's similar
So
to what
cool.
Jamie Thomas did, right? With his he recreated his own photo though.
I remember when Ashad and Jake Donnelly did it too for the Gons and what was it, Jason Lee?
Do they say
No, Gons.
Is it the same thing called Back to the Feature? Is it the same thing?
No.
I have no
Back
idea.
to the feature, it's kind of new. With who does those? What Youth?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, this is only the second one of that. The first one was Aaron Harrington recreating Populardo.
Populardo, yeah. That's a pretty fucked up. That's a pretty fucked up one. Real quick, ollie on, ollie off, right?
Yeah, dodging the little post.
Mhm.
Yeah, dodge a little post. Yeah, he could have got pancaked, just
Coulda
like your
got
hat.
murdered.
Just like your hat.
Pancake. It's the background on my phone, actually.
Hey, Jeremy Rogers released a new song. Hey, what's up?
What? Who listened to it? No one
What's
heard
up?
You said no one.
it.
What's up?
It's called Yonsei, man, without the B.
What does that even mean?
Yon-
Without the B.
without the B, man. Yonsei. Check it
Oh my
out. Check it
God,
out on
dude.
his Instagram. He also had some skate footage on there too with it. If that brings any type of value to you, I think so. I like Jeremy Rogers skating. It's always my favorite. The Yonsei song, I need to hear a little bit more, but it's not my favorite song. I'll tell you that. There's actually a good Jerry Rogers song, and I said it on the podcast once, and I'll say it again. I think it's him on a subway or train. I forgot what it's called. I want to say it's about to go down or some shit like that. I guess I could look it up real quick. Grant, could you introduce us to who's the new Crooked member? Well, I look
Matt
this up.
Gottwig, welcome to Crooked today.
You got
Via
welcome.
Instagram, just as Villager did with Abe.
Oh, okay. Oh, and he's on a footwear sponsor too, right?
Yeah, he skates for Huff. He's one of the AMs on Huff. I think that's kind of when I first started hearing about him was when probably within the past year, not too long, when Huff did the when they welcomed, what was it, like 3 AMs to the team, and he was one of them. So, but he's been going on cricket trips for a little while, so it was nothing. Not like a big surprise that they made it official. But that's tight. Good for him. He kills it.
Crooked's team is so good too.
Dude, I can't wait for that video. You guys
Shit.
see, we didn't write this on the list, but Sibo posted Sibo Walker posted the other day saying that he's got, I want to find it so I can read it, but it was like look. You thought I was okay. Well, the trick he does in the video is switch. So the caption says, "Thought I was regular." ... Then it says hashtag 3 street parts coming soon. Hashtag I promise.
Jesus.
So Crooked, Lakai, and Skate Rats.
Yep.
So that's gonna be some good stuff.
2017 is gonna be gnarly.
Dude, Sibo. Dude, Sibo.
Whoa,
versus
that's
Sony, or
crazy.
what?
Jeremy Rogers just uploaded a video 18 minutes ago. Let's see what this is about. It's called Richard. Is this a new song?
That's not Jeremy
Beyonce
Rogers' song.
and-
I can guarantee you that.
Beyonce and Richard. Oh, it's not.
It's not the beat. That's never mind. Is that him?
Yes.
What's the caption say?
It's called Jeremy Rogers Richard. He has no shirt on. Is that blood coming out of his neck? I think he has ketchup coming out of his
He
neck.
got bit by a vampire.
Ketchup. Why did that beat sound so familiar at the beginning?
I don't know. It sounds like every trap beat.
You know that stupid mannequin challenge?
I love that song.
What
Yeah,
is
I love
that?
The mannequin challenge.
It's that sounds like Black Beatles. That song.
Oh, I
that-
remember what
that's
it's
in the
called.
mannequin
It's called Jerry Rogers Blow Up. Check out Blow Up. That's actually a good song.
Oh, look, I'm checking out Beyonce right now. Oh, he's pushing down the street. Can you guys hear this in my headphones?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Guess who called? You guys remember Chanel from Ridiculousness and Fantasy Fact? Like the girl
Dude,
that was
she
on
was
Raw?
just she was recently into Kelb.
She commented and said, "Okay, I see you, bro."
Fuck yeah. Get it.
So funny.
Get it, Chanel.
I see you, bro.
Dude, Chanel's fine as fuck, dude.
She reminds me of someone I grew up with. Like she's like a sister. Chanel's like a sister to me.
And okay. Yeah.
Yo,
this
I'm not lying. On the record, Jerry Rogers' Blow Up song is actually good music.
When was the last time you listened to it before?
Listen to it right now.
I know. I just said before right now.
A couple years ago, probably before I interviewed him.
Got hyped up to listen to that song before you interviewed him.
I just wanted to ask him some questions about it. I actually never did ask him any questions. I almost bought these headphones that he's wearing. Well, that sounds like a show. For Michael Medina, Grant Fierro, I am Andrew Iano. Download us on iTunes. I'd be Fillet. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Later, skaters.